the part I had to check was, and this could be a costly mistake, these are bead boards, so on each side you've got, over here you see it doesn't start with any kind of bead, it's flat, and then you got your beads all the way across, and then it ends on this side with a bead. So I needed to make sure how we have it set up in the bedroom. The panel that I just installed on the right side over here, it ends with a bead. So this is how this panel needs to go. I need to cut on the left side of this panel. Alright, I decided I couldn't handle it anymore. Battery powered stuff sucks. And the batteries die after like 3 times of using it, so I got myself set up with my Makita. So here we go. So much better. So much better. Should have been doing that from the beginning. All that battery crap stuff is for homeowners and people, I guess, that just do it on the weekends. I guess that's what I'm doing, but I work in construction, so I have the good stuff. Alright, I'm going to take you with me through the house so you can see what a mess the house is from all the moving of Krista's sewing room to get ready for the baby room. We've got stuff all over the place. Come through here. I got the compressor set up out here. Family room is full of couches. You can barely move around in here. But you're actually gonna test this with me for the first time. Let's see if my cuts were accurate. Let's see. So this was the cut side. Bead on this side. Perfect. We got some space over here. If the space that we cut was too big over here, we could always fill it in with some door stop, or you can use some quarter round. There's lots of different little moldings you can put in the corner to hide any imperfections you have in your cuts. Alright, just want to give you a quick update. All this is installed. I'm about to there. I'm going to wait to see what pieces I have left over to fill that one in. Got that one installed. About to do that one. That one's got 2 plugs in the way that I need to cut out. And I did kind of screw up on something. I had to send my wife to Home Depot. I cut this stool for this window, and then I realized that at the end here, I'm going to have casing that's going to come down, and it's going to be to about here. So I should have actually extended this out maybe 1/2 inch past the size of my casing, so I cut it too short. So I have had a few setbacks today, but I think all in all I'm moving pretty quick, and hopefully by about 3, right now it's about 11:30, hopefully by about 3 I've got all this on the walls. I can take it easy and relax, and tomorrow I'll get it painted. Okay, so after my little hiccup of the windowsill error, Krista's on her way to, first she went to Home Depot, they didn't have it, now she's on her way to Ganal. And she said that they didn't have it either, so she's going to go back to Home Depot and get something that was similar. Sorry, that's the compressor. But in the meanwhile, I put up the rest of this wall, and I'm going to install the chair rail on here, on this wall. So I cut a 45 for this corner, and I placed it in here, and it should fit perfectly. Let me get this installed, and I will be right back to show you. Ta-da! See, it's a little magic trick. Remember when I was young, my brother and I used to make each other disappear and reappear just like that. So anyways, there's the first chair rail. I'm going to now kind of work on this area while I wait for Krista to get back. Okay, as you can see, I've added help to the project. This is my friend Nick. We are now working on, we installed the new stool that Krista brought us, and we are working on the casing. So you can see we got the casing up. Hopefully this is going to go pretty quick from here on out. We put this casing on. When we're done with this, we can start on the rest of the wainscoting on this wall, and the chair rail button into the end of the casing. I think it's going to look really good once it's done. So Nick and I will get to work, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we've got the casing put on. With the sun coming in, it's a little hard to see. But now we're going to start on the rest of the wainscoting. So we'll get these three, it's going to be like 2.5 panels actually put on. And that's going to really start getting it coming together.
I'm not going to be in this.
Oh, you just were. Krista, look, you're in the video. Alright, so I jumped ahead a little bit. We put the baseboard in on this side. So the base just goes right on top of what we already did. So it's not very crucial to make sure that you have your beadboard all the way to the floor because the baseboard's covering it up. So we've got, this wall is pretty much done, except for paint obviously. And now we're going to do the chair rail here. Kind of having issues on how to terminate it into the walls here. So we've been experimenting with different options. This is kind of like a L-shaped piece of wood that'll cover it. I think that's probably going to be what we're going to do. So we're working on that. We got all of the paneling put up on this wall. So now we just got to do chair rail and baseboard. So hopefully we can get this wrapped up here pretty soon. Alright, next update. This wall is done. We've got our chair rail, baseboards on. We've put some cord around in the corner to cover up where the two beadboards come together and there's kind of gaps because of the walls being uneven. That's my excuse at least. Then we've got some quarter. We put an L-shaped piece of wood right here on the corner of this one. Let's see if I can get you a little closer. Like that. And now we are working on this corner. It's all kind of starting to come together. You can see we're working on the chair rail on this side. It's buttoned right into the window, and the casing we put around the window. And next we got to put some baseboard in and fill in the corners. I think we're good and ready to paint. We'll have to get out the caulk tomorrow. Make your crack showing.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, well this is, I got that on video by the way. We're done.
Me dropping an S.
Okay, wait, we're not all done. We got one little trim piece to do over there, but other than that we are done. Kind of actually even like the two-tone. But here's what the crown, or the, what am I trying to say, wainscoting looks like. We got trim around that window. We put a stool on that window, cut around all the plugs. I have to get going for today, so we are going to wrap it up tomorrow with the caulking and the painting. So hopefully this weekend I have this whole project done with. You can see some of our corners here. We're very proud of our corners. And down there. I think all in all it came together pretty good. If you have any questions, feel free to email me and I'd be more than happy to give you some pointers or advice on how I did a certain thing. So anyways, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Alright, it's officially day 2. Please excuse my hair, I just kind of woke up and decided to come in here and get ready very much. But anyways, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to finish all the caulking, fill nail holes, let that dry, sand it, and then paint it. So hopefully I can be done with this in 2 or 3 hours. The main things I need to do the caulking on is along the whole top rail, all the way around. We've got a lot around the windows, and then the baseboards, where the baseboard and the beadboard come together. I think that's about it. It's pretty much just any little gaps. The corners need a lot of caulking. I don't know if you can tell, but I already kind of did that corner. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Got the chair in the way, but yeah, you can kind of see I've already kind of done that corner all the way up to this window. And I've done this whole chair rail all along here. So anyways, I'll get to the caulking and we'll be back in a little while when I start painting.